Friday morning, everybody, up in the Edge Ice Arena, Bensenville, Illinois, out by O'Hare Airport. Game one for the Eagles as they begin their action and kick off the pool play and division play, that matter, for the 2011 Jet Speed Division here at the CCM World Invite in Chicago. First game of three in the next few days for the Eagles. They will go again tonight against Toledo down at All Seasons on the blue rink, a rink that has 0 stands on the side, so we will play that one by ear as far as the sight line for that one goes, but we'll have what we can for you from All Seasons game at 7 o'clock, and then one more tomorrow against Marquette. That one back here at the Edge tomorrow at a 12:55 puck drop here. But game one to go here, they'll take on the Lakeshore Junior Lumberjacks out of Michigan. Eagles coming off an impressive 2-game sweep over the Blues last weekend in Afton and Fenton, including an overtime thriller out in Fenton that saw the Blues come back down 2-0, tie the game 2-2 in the third, took it to overtime, and Jack Allison scoring the game winner in dramatic fashion off of a face-off win. Got a nice snipe shot from the near circle and got the Eagles the win last week to put them at 4-3 and 1 on the season. Gets them over 500, jumps them up in the standings a bit in Central States, and most of those teams here in Chicago for the tournament. Eagles will send out Gavin Welsh at center. They'll put Jack Stevie on the right wing with Kipton Feger on the left side. Nolan Matthews and Lane Presser on defense. Howie Clay remains in net. And underway here in Bensenville at the Edge for this one. And they put an extra minute on the board, so we'll go back to 15 here as the Lumberjacks control it in the Eagle zone. Stolen away by Feger. He'll take it out and dump it in. Down low in the Lumberjack zone, they have control. As they cycle it back far side. Sharp try to get it out, held in by Presser at the point. Now they play back and forth with it. Welsh comes out with it through the circle far side on his backhand, trying to center it up too far for Feger. And they go to bring it out. Stevie gets into him, puts him down, and they leave it alone. Across the center, they'll dump it in. The Lumberjacks go for the first change of the day. Carlson, Kane, and Callison line out now as they change, and then picked up at center but turned over to Callison. Jack brings it in on the backhand, near circle. That one poked away by the Lumberjacks. He'll dump it back near side as the Eagles change defense. John Schmidt in on the point, holds it in for St. Louis. Back down low, and now we get Lumberjack bench screaming to the official that the net was off, and now it tells him to cool it a little bit. It was barely off of its moorings. Samuel Bilger will join Schmidt on the backside. Carlson to the dot for the face-off on the restart here at 13:48 in the first. Kept in, bouncing puck, picked up by Carlson, far side, shot on. That one almost sneaks through the legs, and they get a little piece of it on the pad to stop play. Reset here once again. Carlson again holds and wins this one for Lumberjacks. Now they turn it over backside off the wall by Carlson, near side, tied up by Kane, but they can't hold it in, get it back to the blue line. Bilger flips it cross ice for Schmidt, up for Carlson as he crosses center. He'll dump it in and go for the change. One shot on goal belongs to the Eagles. Kostalovich, Fostick out on as McKay will join them. Eagles bring it out of the zone. Schmidt brings it out alone. He got behind Krasalovic. John brings it in through the slot. That one poked away. Turns around, picks it up, trying to hold it in. Still floating top of the zone. Pushed ahead by Krasalovic, not very far. As it skips off the stick, still in the zone. Fosdick takes a swing, can't keep it in. Comes back to center, holds it, turns it over to Fosdick, far side. They'll throw it in behind the net once more. Kept in by Drew Krasalovic. Down low, Lumberjacks have it. Playing Fosdick on, now he gets picked off there by Roop, but Bella Schmidt, far side, holds it in off the shin. Floats top of the slot, swung on this by Fosdick. Again, strike two as Johnson backhands it across center, and now turned over again up to Fosdick. Trying to reach it in the zone, misses it. Strike three, and he'll come to the bench out. Feger and Stevie back on as the Eagles will play with a short bench here. It comes in offside. Ben O'Brien still out, dealing with his collarbone injury. Elliot Wittenberg is on the bench, but forgot his jersey, shells, and socks at the hotel. Things that are essential for matching your teammates, and he will remain on the bench until those arrive here in another 15-20 minutes, and be lucky to see any playing time at all. A reminder, kids, make sure you have all your gear with you and packed at all times. Not a hard thing to do. Apparently difficult as Lumberjacks ice the puck, and we'll get this one back down into the Lakeshore end with 11:42 to go here in the first. Welsh wins it back, but Matthews and Presser get switched up. Presser drifts back, trying to move it ahead. Both teams really unable to get much puck presence, save the couple of face-offs the Eagles had in the zone. Couple minutes here into the first. Matthews puts it off the boards as they try to break out. They do. Welsh tips it ahead, trying to get in behind the defense. Moves his feet, gets down low, throws it at the net just out of the reach of Feger. He might have actually reached too far for it. Went between his stick and his skates. Now they took to keep it in by Schmidt. Falls to center as Feger double teamed off. Welsh comes in, tips it in behind Rattle. Feger trying to pick up the chain. Rattle goes to throw it out. This one off the skates of Welsh and back to Schmidt. Shot on! Ooh, and got deflected by Walker and off of the blocker of the Lumberjack netminder. Almost got an own goal deflection, instead another save. We'll give it a shot on goal as Kane picks it up far side. Kane, tried to feed Callison off a skate right back to him. Golder fights off the check as he puts it down low. Callison drops it for Carlson. Shot on, stick save by the Lumberjacks. Now pitch ahead and out of the zone by the Lumberjacks. Off Callison, stick outside the zone, holds it up for the Lumberjacks. They bring it in. Line change, Fitzpatrick steps up, dumps it in low for Lakeshore. Controlling behind the net, holds it put in the boards by Bilger. He'll turn it over far side. Callison trying to feed Carlson. Fitzpatrick in the way of that, throws it back in for the Jacks. Kane near side, trying to clear it away. Bancroft puts that one off Carlson's shin, and he's in on the right side. Got Callison in the middle, tried to hit him way too far ahead, clears to the far side. Now comes back, tries to pick the pocket, and does. What a play there by Mason Carlson. Gets it up to Callie. He's double team, shoots and scores! Callie gets the loose puck as Mason Carlson feeds him as he gets taken out by 2 and 3. Jacks. Carlson able to step in, puts the puck in the back of the net. 9:45. Must have had a slow start on the clock. Can't really see it from my vantage point. At any rate, Eagles lead this one 1-0 here in the first period. Jacks win this face-off. Turned over far side. Schmidt trying to get it to McKay. He turns it over at center, comes in, now cleared away. That's offside, and that'll stop it. 9:20 in. We'll get a center ice face-off. Maddock and McKay out with Crisology. Rink's trying to step up and put it in. They get it ahead to Stone. Sneaks in behind Beckerly. Takes a shot on. Pad save. Play 1, 2, 3 times now. As we got a net off and play raises the mitt to alert the officials. They'll blow the whistle and 3 quick shots there for the Lumberjacks. As Howie able to keep the right pad down on the ice. One to the Lumberjacks, but they cleared all the way out to center. Sharp steps up, tried to throw it in. They feed it to Stone, far side on his backhand. Presser gets a piece of that, deflects high to the near side. Matthews on the near boards, trying to get it out. Past Johnson to Sharp. Back to Johnson, now off his stick and out. Stevie will chase Sharp into the zone. Now Liebrand trying to put it cross ice, intercepted by Presser, moves up to Feger. Kipton put in the boards. They steal it away. Got a tag up. They do. Drops it back to Matthews to reset. Back over to Presser, far side along the blue line. Drifts back to his own zone. Gets it to Stevie. Trying to tip it ahead. That one kicked in. And now Stone throws that one back in. Offside. This one should come to a near dot here. And they won't. They'll take it far side. By the Lumberjacks, they put it down low. Schmidt. Near side, can't get it out. Livy trying to move it ahead for Young Hoon. He's tied up with Bilger on the near boards. Now squirts out back to Livy. Shot on and cleared out of the way. Schmidt pulls his body out so that Howie gets a good look. Puts puck in his mitt, stops things here with 8:11 to go. To the face-off win, Libby turns around, throws it back blind down low, past Young Kuhn. Try to throw it on net, and Carlson there to block it away. Off the boards near side, Libby takes it again. That's shot high and wide to the far side. Callison tries to bank it off the boards and put it out. Now Young Kuhn picks up at the point, keeps it in. Far circle, that deflects off Schmidt's stick out of play, and that'll stop it at 7:47. So lots of stops and starts here in the first. One big one, though, as Callison puts in the first one for the Eagles. They lead 1-0 midway through the first period. One by the Eagles behind their net. Fitzpatrick steals it away from Beckerly, but now Schmidt able to steal it away from Fitzpatrick. Hits McKay as he comes out of the zone. Got Fostick on his right side. He'll bring it on his forehand. Takes a far circle. Shot on. Pad save. Rebound comes out. They try to clear it. Alex Schmidt, far side. Throws it back in. Down low past Fostick. He'll pick it up behind the net. Puts the brakes on. Looking for the center. Kristolovich comes over trying to help out. Goes in the corner. Bancroft and Fostick behind the net. McKay comes to the corner to help out. Tries to tip it ahead. Frees up Fostick with Kristolovich out front on the backhand. And they couldn't get the handle on it. McKay can't put it on. They clear the zone. Back to center. Schmidt up to Fostick. He'll throw it back in for the Eagles, and they'll change. Kristolovich all alone. Tried to pass it out. Fan now kicks it to the far side. He's double teamed. Fostick takes out Fitzpatrick. Feger trying to push it ahead. That one off the stick. They'll flip that to length. And icing on the Lumberjacks. Eagles still control down behind the net. Feger trying to hold it in. The Lumberjacks cleared away behind Presser. Matthews picks it up far side. Tries to throw it around. In front, left in the slot. 3-4 swings and misses. The Eagles come out with it. They left it right on the doorstep for the Lumberjacks. They couldn't convert. Now Stevie brings it in near his side as he gets checked up high into the boards and avoids a bad possible concussion on that one as he was going in head first. Squirts free. Circle shot on Feger, and that one a pad save. Far side for Presser on his backhand. Throws it down low for Welch. Leaves it for Feger. Kipton makes a nice move around. Gets it to Stevie in front. Couldn't pull the trigger. Rolled off the heel. Second attempt. Can't put it on. The Lumberjacks step up and throw it at the net right off of Clay's stick. Presser picks it up as Carlson comes out. And the Eagles trying to change. Matthews and Presser play catch. And now Presser gets this one stolen. They take too much time. Carlson comes up trying to help it out. Now Kane clears the way, hits it up to Carlson. So the mess turned into an opportunity. Mason in all alone. It's up to front, shoot, scores! Mason Carlson gets in on the action. The Callison-Kane line has 2 goals today, and that's what's on the board. Eagles will lead this one 2-0. Anderson lead the line out there. They're red hot right now, up 2-0 here with 5:26 to go in the first. That was a scrum and a melee in the Eagles zone, top side. Kind of a broken time killer reset that ended up with Mason Carlson on the break. Took it in just about as close as you could and just puts it up over the glove. Gives the Eagles a 2-0 lead. They're in the zone again. Kane gets it back for John Schmidt, throws out off the boards past Carlson and Callison. Then Lumberjacks clear. Now this one off of Bilger's stick, so the Gacy icing. Young Kuhn goes down, almost blows a tire, able to regain, gets the puck back, puts a nice nifty move around Bilger and Schmidt, gets to the far side. Now tries to get it back. That one off the stick of Schmidt. Carlson there gets bumped off. Now Schmidt comes in to try to help out. Up in the air. Kuhn trying to glove it down. Now picked up by Carlson again. This one will clear off of Ulivi. Radel picks it up, skates it around. They clear it out of the zone. Back to center. Kane drops it for Big Schmidt up to Beckerly. Head for Callison. Jack got one already. Wants him for another. Backhands it on, and that'll be in the mitt as knocks the net off its moorings and stops things here at 4:08 to go in the first period. And Wittenberg's threads have arrived, so he'll finally match the rest of his teammates and see if he sees the ice at all on this one. Beckerly off the face-off win from Kristolovich. Sends it back down to the corner for Drew. Fights off 2 attackers. Now a third gets it to Foster. Nice play there from Drew. Now centers it up for Maddock. He was deep in the slot, couldn't quite get there. Comes back to the point. Schmidt puts it on. That one deflects down and wide in front. Lumberjacks trying to clear that one off a body and just trickles out of the zone. Kristolovich will pick up the loose change at center, but that one off a skate as he tried to backhand it back into the zone. Off the stick of Holzgen. No one there as the Lumberjacks change, and Schmidt goes to clear it away. That one too far for Kristolovich. The Lumberjacks take it. They'll throw it back in and complete it. Foster. Bump. Sorry about that, guys. Got a phone call. Had to get rid of it. Lumberjacks have it in their own end. Stone steps up, gets it to center. Walker throws it in for Lakeshore. They're playing the dump and chase game, but the Eagles are beating them to it. Presser, nice move there, puts on the brakes, pulls it back, gets it to Stevie. He'll clear it out of the zone. Up to Feger. Kipton wants it on the action. He's in on the break. Kipton shot. Ooh, that one might have been off the knob of the stick as he was aiming for the top corner on the left side. Instead, puck out of play, and we'll get a restart here with 2:48 to go in the first period. Oh, this one won by the Lumberjacks, and that one out of the zone. Matthews gloves it down. Looked like it was coming over this way for a second. Stayed on the ice somehow, and the Lumberjacks put it in. Presser Puts the brakes on again, tripped up. Official looked like he thought about calling, puts his whistle up, then puts it back down. Probably the right thing, and he just kind of fell backwards into him. Lumberjacks keep it in. Ooh, this one in front. Wagon had it right on the doorstep and couldn't put it on. Now here come the Eagles the other way. Welsh pushes it through. Now this one tipped on, still loose in front. And Stevie tried to poke it ahead, still loose and squirts out far side. Welsh can't keep it in. This will go the length, and this will be an icing on the Lumberjacks with 2:01 to go. Golden opportunity there for both clubs. Instead, face-off coming to the far dot for St. Louis. Coming down to the last 2 to go here in the first period. Carlson at the dot, won by the Lumberjacks, and they'll clear it out. But kicked down by Schmidt just beyond the blue line. Callie picks it up, now flips it on his backhand up to John Schmidt. Bouncing puck far side, left, everybody misses. Lumberjacks pick it up, they get it out to Van Biesbroek. Far side, now gets it back, centers out in front, nobody there. A group of blue jerseys, but still playing with it in front of the net, turn it over and get it back again. They've flirted with fire here, and it's going to burn them here eventually. Instead, Carlson comes up near side, gets around Bancroft. Puts it out off for Kane, and it rolls off the heel. Now it rolls off the heel of Bilger's stick, gets it back to Caden, throws it gingerly at the net and almost sneaks it in, as the goalie wasn't expecting the shot from Caden there in the slot. Flipped out of the zone by the Lumberjack. Van Biesbroek brings it in, crosses the blue line, throws it on. Easy save there for Howie Clay. Officials telling him to let it go with a minute to go here in the first period. Krsalovich, McKay out as McKay tips that one in. Kane, Bilger, and Schmidt come off on the change as the Lumberjacks try to get it out of their own zone. They can't. Picked up by McKay, top side, top of the slot shot on. That one wide, just a bit to the right side. Johnson, far side, meets Alex Schmidt as he fights off a check and fights the puck down low. Good effort there to hold it in while the team resets. Beckerly comes in, that one out of his reach. Lumberjacks send it to length. This will be just wide of the net, and Clay will cover that up here with 20.1 to go here in the first period. One by the Lumberjacks, near side, sharp shot on, glove save, and knocked down. Beckerly runs into the man in front of the net, picks up the puck as under 10 to go here now. Gets it to Schmidt, far side. Alex gets it up to McKay, backhands it out of the zone, and that ought to do it for the first period. And the Eagles jump on top with a 2-0 lead as we go to the second on goals from Carlson and Callison. Again, day one of the World Invite. Got some finals as we look them up. We know this will be the first game in the 11U Jet Speed division. However, next division down, featuring some teams from our pod. Southern Illinois IceHawks won game one of that division's games this morning, 7:30 a.m. puck drop, nice and early out at all seasons. They defeated the Indy Fuel 3-2 after going up 1-0 early in that game. Gave up 2 quick goals in the second, came back 2 power play goals in the third, and at the end of the second to third, and win that one 3-2. Merrimack Sharks lose a heartbreaker to Peoria in the final seconds of their matchup. They were at center ice this morning. 7:45 a.m. puck drops. So some very early puck drops for some old friends of ours. As they drop game one, they'll go again here in just a couple hours down at All Seasons. Afton, 14U Prospects team, currently in a 0-0 game at Fox Valley South as they take on the Irish Rovers. Kostalovich, McKay, and Fossick get the start for period number 2 as they win the draw and we're underway again here in a 2-0 lead. Unload the Lumberjacks, able to win it back and get it out. Stone brings it up near side. Cut off by Presser, dumps it in down low. Behind their net, trying to center it up. Intercepted by Presser. Goes it far side. Fossick, too late to get to it, but gets some help from Kostalovich. Gets it up the zone and out to McKay. Cross center, he'll throw it in. They go for a quick change. 30-second shift. Wittenberg, Maddock, and Kane out. As Earl sees his first action after getting his threads on. Into their own end. And he picks up the puck from Kane. Brings it across center. Throws it far side for Reese Maddock. Reese steps in. Shot on. That one off the top of the glove and over the net. Kane gets it. Trying to drive it back from Bilger. It kind of fanned on it. Wittenberg comes in and takes care of Stone. Loose puck center ice. Picked up by Wittenberg as Kane got in his way. Elliott has it top of the circle. He'll get leaned on by Lieberman, trying to take it deep. Bilger will pick it up as the Lumberjacks try to clear it out. Shot on by Sam. That one pad save. And swatted away. Far side. Maddock tried to get it back for Beckerly. Gets tied up. Now Wittenberg comes in trying to hold it in. Reese gets a piece of it with a stick. The Stone takes it up. Wittenberg's going to get away with a trip right there as his stick got underneath. That one shot on by Bilger. Almost got a deflection on from Rattle in front. Instead stays in for the Eagles. Now they clear it away, and Bilger will pick it up at center. Throws it across ice for Schmidt. Up for Wittenberg. He'll put a tip on it at center, but picked up by Stone top of the zone. They'll flip it in for icing. Eagles still controlling the puck in the zone. It's something they've had a little bit of trouble with here lately, but seem to be doing okay with it here today against the Lumberjacks. Welsh, Feger, and Stevie out now. They win it back for Schmidt. Backhands it down low for Welsh. He's put in, tied up down low. Feger came in to help out just as Welsh was breaking free. Tried to center it up. Stevie got pinned down by Bancroft. Couldn't get to the puck in the slot, and the Lumberjacks have it behind their net trying to reset. Get it over the far side. Looking to hit Meigs on the near side, cherry picking, but the pass behind him. Schmidt comes over, stands him up. Turns it over for Bilger. Out past the point. Bancroft thought he was in the zone, but comes in offside. Center ice face-off. Mason Carlson back to the dot with the goal today. Carlson to his left with the other. They win it back to Alex Schmidt. Over for Beckerly. He'll throw it in. Picked up by the Lumberjacks. Ooh, that was a little bit too close to the net. Works out for him. McCain able to pick it up top of the zone. Drops it over for Carlson too far. Goes down low. Beckerly steps up, swings and misses, and out Carlson back to his own end to pick it up. Good job on the back check. Oh, unfortunately, that one goes off a shin. But Schmidt there to pick it up, puts it off the boards for Callison. That one gets tied up in his skates, kept in for the Lumberjacks. They're getting a couple bounces now. Try to pull it back forehand in the slot, loses the handle, falls down, reaching for it. Callison able to get it, gets it out to Kane, near side. Pass Sharp, tips it in. Carlson bumps him off, ties him up in the corner. Kane comes in, cleans it out, but he then gets cleaned himself as he dropped it to the far side. Back to the point. Beckerly steps up, tried to keep it in as he was drifting back to center ice. And the Lumberjacks hold it in. Schmidt picks it up near side. Nice move around Walker as he comes across center. Into the zone, he'll hang on. Tries to put it through the legs. Callison there to pick it up on his backhand. Takes a shot. That one on, but the goalie kicks the net off. He'll clear the zone. They'll let the play continue. Referee will reset the net. These things are very touchy. They don't have the pegs in or they haven't been properly set, but it is not taking much to knock these nuts off. Lumberjacks bring it in on the change. Try to center it up as Beckerly goes down in front. Able to put his body in front of it, deflects it away. Now cleared away. Kristalovich and Lichtenberg at center can't hold it, but they get some help from Matthews, and he'll throw it in as the Eagles complete a change. Fitzpatrick near side. Gets it around, flips it behind. Kristalovich holds it in. Wittenberg pick up his winger, Van Beesbrook. Takes it in too far, has to wrap it around for Sharp. He misplays. Now McKay able to step up and get it. Try to push it in the zone, but that one picked up. Now Kristalovich, as he pulls up, gets roughed up by Vocal. Refs let it be. Matthews has it down low to Presser near side. Try to get it to Wittenberg. That one rolls off at his stick. As Livy goes and tries to bring it up. Stolen by Kristalovich at center. Gets it to Feger. And then all alone on his backhand. Leans in, puts a shot on, goes wide near side. Trickles over far side for Matthews. He'll backhand it back in for Stevie down low. Livy and him battle behind the net. Livy a good move. Goes over far side. Goes to bring it up and out. Knocked down as they were trying to hit. Man out in front. Knocked down by Schmidt and thrown back in. That would have been a break the other way. As Liebrand was the intended target of that one. Now, Feger gets slew-footed against the board. No call. Boy, they're just letting it all go. Lumberjacks cleared out of their dome, but out of the reach of Liebrand. Schmidt, far side, gets it to Bilger. Brings it back in. Welsh taken out in the circle by Liebrand. Well, he's everywhere. Welsh is taken out to the corner. Stevie trying to steal it, throws it on, and a haphazard save as that one just barely goes off the pads and bounces back out for the Lumberjacks. Stevie close to getting his first of the day. Instead, it remains 2-0. Shot from Stone off the glove of Clay. It was wide anyway. Around far side, Welsh tried to make one more move back, and that one goes off a skate. Comes back to Bilger. That one rolls off of his heels. Walker pressures him into the boards. Now 2-on-1. Gives it up for Schmidt. Tries to clear. Ellis holds in at the point. To Stone, shot on. That one rises up on Clay. Couldn't get it with the blocker. Still loose down low. That's what deflects is. Clay able to knock it out of the air. Get some help from Gavin Welch, able to cover it up. As that one deflected straight up in the air above Howie Clay's mitt. Puts it back down as 8:31 left here in the second. This one moving a little bit more speed than the first period. Not as many stops and starts. Remains scoreless up to this point. Ooh, as the Lumberjacks try to hit the back door. Goes too far. Now back to Vocal on the point. Throws it in. That one off of Schmidt. Now it's off the glass and out to center. Walker will drift back to pick it up for the Lumberjacks. Young Kuhn takes the pass that was behind him, has to hold up, drops it back, and now he can't bring the entry. Kane has it, top of his own zone, trying to hit Callison, was behind him. Schmidt there, battles, trying to move it up to him and through bodies. Jacks come back with it again. Now Carlson picked off by Walker along the blue line, brings it back in. Shot on, deflected by Beckerly. Goes just wide. As the net came off again, I don't think Clay even touched it, just kind of moved. Weird. Carlson, far side. Gets in the way of that pass. Forcing them down low, but they get it back. And Beedrick off the boards for Vocal. Top of the zone. Cross ice for Walker. Shot on, blocked by Kane, but right back to Walker's stick. That's happened a couple times. Ooh, now Carlson clotheslines Walker far side as he went for the puck. Jacks still control, and the Eagles in. Now tied up, Beckerly gets it to Kane as still a battle in the corner with Carlson and Van Beesbrook. Callison carries it all the way down into the Jackson in the corner. He gets taken off. Got one stand at the blue line, but they can't get it to him. Presser able to get a piece of that. As Young Kuhn, that was Young Kuhn he was battling with in the corner. He comes off disgusted. He was sitting at the blue line all alone, no one behind. Now Vocal comes in. Tried to take out Fossick as they get it to McKay in the zone. That one off a body. Kristalovic, just a half second too late getting to it. He had to come across ice trying to backhand it on. Instead, this will trickle out to Fossick and the Eagles will reset in their own zone. Matthews. Fossick had McKay open near side, but had a ton of traffic to go through. Dumps it in instead. Bocal has it. Tied up on the near side. Kristalovic trying to move it ahead. Picked up by the Jacks and back to Matthews who throws it in. Offside. Oh, that one in just a bit off. Oops, sorry about that. Wittenberg won the draw, tried to get it to Kipton and offside. Just a tad, so they'll try again here near side. Wittenberg back to the dot. Reese to his right side. Wins it in. Kipton trying to hold it at the point, has it roll off his stick, and Stone brings it out. Gets it to Littleton far side. He'll throw it in behind Schmidt. Clay back to play it, drops it. Schmidt puts it out. Now Bilger puts it into the board. Trying to hit Wittenberg, but behind him. Roof picks it up near side for the Jacks. Up to Stone. Off his stick and in. Liebren puts Schmidt into the boards as they get it far side. Wittenberg gets it as Reese Maddock leaves it for him. Pulls it back. Feger does the same. Puts it in the slot. Shot on. Ooh, and a good poke by the Jacks. Keep that from being a hard shot on. Now trickled on by Feger as Wittenberg comes in and tries to poke it out of the glove before the whistle. Jackson He exchange words as they'll switch it out for the Welsh line once again. Stevie to the right, Jackson McKay to the left. Big Schmidt and Beckerly out on defense. Gavin at the dot, wins it to McKay. Takes it into the corner with Rattle. Stone able to pick it up. They try to clear it. Beckerly holds it in at the blue line. Off the boards, McKay drops it back for Welsh, looking for the center. Turns around, now has Stevie. He gets a stick lift, it's still loose, and now Jack's able to cover it up, stop play, and we'll go again from the near dot. Here with 5:09 to go in the second. Correction, this is game 2 of the division for the Jet Speed, as the Golden Bears of North Carolina taking them on the Wildcats currently at center ice. That game also scoreless in the third period. Shot on, saved again. Eagles getting their shots on net. Howie hasn't seen a ton. Chances they've had have been quality in nature, as have most of the Eagles. Okay, off the face-off, still tied up down in the corner. Now back to Schmidt from the point. Shot on! Ooh, and off the stick. Bounced back out in front. Welsh put his stick on the puck, but also into the shin of Stone, and they bring it back out. Bring it in as they tag up onside. Shot on. Glove save from Clay. They get it back. Walker took a shot, but that one off of Welsh's shin. Comes out for the Eagles. Schmidt, backside, loses it out in front, but cleared away by Welsh. He's getting a little chippy out there midway through the second. Some big hits here in this one, but no one's lost their cool yet. Ellis from the point puts that off Welsh. They come away with it, 3 wide. Got Callie in the middle. Shot on, they score! Gavin Welsh came in. They were 3 wide with Callie and Stevie up front. Welsh kept it in the near side, beats him over the glove. And with 3:57 to go here in the second, Eagles take a 3-0 lead. Lumberjacks trying to get back into this one. Is Presser able to get a piece of that? Carlson can't clear it away. Now bounces through the slot off the stick of Holzen, and Callison puts it back far side. Can't clear it away. Held in by the Jacks. Down into the corner. Centering pass as Presser takes out Van Beesbrook in front. Getting Callison near side. Jack cross center ice to the far side. Drops it for Caden Kane. Dumps it back for Callison. Got Mason in front. That one picked off by Bodal in the front of the net. Now Holzen brings it back out for Lumberjacks. Matthews trying to push him off. Dykes through, and Presser able to get the final stick on it. Push it to the corner. Now Callison all alone brings it out of the zone. He's got 2 to beat. Far side drops it for Mason Carlson. All alone far circle. Shot on. Glove save. Rebound comes right back to Mason. Tried to wrap around and feed it to Kane, and that one deflects just wide as Kane tried to pull the trigger on it. Went off, I think, the end of the stick. And now we'll have an icing call on the Jacks. So we'll get it again. Offensive zone. Face-off coming. Kristolovich, Fostick, Bilger, Wittenberg, and John Schmidt out for the Eagles. One again by the Eagles. Bouncing the puck over the stick of Bilger. Comes out of the zone. Good poke there by Schmidt. Frees it up for Kristolovich, and just like that, back the other way. Drew tried to feed Fostick in front. Gets his stick lifted by Bancroft. Bilger far side, able to intercept. Oh, a nice little back kick by Fostick. Keeps it, throws it in front, trying to get a tip on from Kristolovich. Still loose, and they're able to clear it away far side. That would have been one of the more impressive goals, if improbable. Get it back out to Fostick. Jake brings it in, near side on his forehand. Takes a shot off the circle. That one off Ruth's stick and behind the net. Hurries up to get back there. Tries to intercept. Now Kristolovich takes a swing and barely misses it. Lumberjacks able to clear it away. Liebert brings it in near side, top of the circle. As Schmidt drops down, that forces him to take the shot out wide. Back into the net as another shot on, and Clay backing up to make the save. Knocks the net off once more. Have to dig a couple of holes for those posts, and they are sliding away here in this one. Well shot for the face-off, under 2 to go here in the second period. Schmidt has it near side, drops it for Feger. Makes a little move around, good stick there by Rattle. Keeps it in. Schmidt has it again to Beckerly. Far side for Stevie. Leaves it for Welch. Clears it out of the zone. Pass Walker. Ulivy picks it up. Passes over to Rattle near side. Up for Meggs. Into the zone pass Schmidt. But Beckerly there in front to pick it up. Or excuse me. Schmidt. No, that's Beckerly. Yeah, getting all confused. Feger. Near side. Trying to move it ahead. Can't. Come back again. Walker brings it in. Takes a shot. That one off of Beckerly's skate. Down low. Centering pass right in front, shot and the kick away as Hyun Kuhn puts one on, and Clay with a big save. Now Feger able to steal it away, and a 2-on-2 as he feeds it to Stevie far side. Under a minute. Jack steps up, shot on, pad save, no one in front. Welsh was late getting there. He got tied up in his own end. And now coming back to the near side. Hyun Kuhn gets that one poked away by Beckerly. No offside to say hold it on the blue line. No matter. Picked up by Feger. He'll cross center and throw it in as he's checked into the boards by Hyun Kuhn. Kipton goes for the change but runs into Mason Carlson. Got to hurry. They're going to have too many. Ooh, and they just get away from that. Liebert brings it back in near side. Puts it on Walker. Far side trying to center it up. They're taking a shot. They skate in. That comes off once more. 23.8. A late stop on the clock. And the Jacks trying to get something going in this. They can't get anything to fall. Clay's been huge again. He had shut out last weekend, shut out the weekend before. And we got some celebrity sightings here at the edge. We've got a whole crew lined up behind the far corner. It's all known from their TikTok shorts and things. Quite a group of happenings going on in the corner there behind Clay's right shoulder. So 17.7 to go here in the second period. Another face-off as that one was deflected into the netting. Stolovich will get it again against Holes and the dot. One, Presser trying to move it ahead to get it to Sharp on the point, thrown down. Presser there again, trying to just clear it away. Sharp trying to put it in the corner, back to Presser. Like it says before, now Liebring comes in and steals it away, trying to center it up with a second. Oh, and a save with 2 to go. Another late stop on the clock as the clock operator looks like watching our phone or something. I don't know. Another big save there for Clay. We'll get another face-off here, far side now. Should do it. For the second period, Carlson will go to the dot with McKay, Presser, Stevie, and figure out. Quick draw win and a shot on. I assume that was Matthews out there. No matter. Clay there with another big save. Eagles get a goal from Gavin Welsh at 3:57 of the second to take a 3-0 lead, and they'll take that into the third period. Coach Chippy is who I was trying to think of back there in the corner. He's signing the sticks and kissing babies, taking pictures, taping up. Looks like they might have a thing going on. They were at the kickoff event last night. As now we're gonna we've got some confusion as to they're gonna cut the ice now between the second and the third period. As we had this go down in Dallas as well. Confusion on the Lumberjacks bench, and it's understandable. And a normally could be a terrible time for the ice to be cut, but with this one in seeming hand, the rust for both teams, probably not a terrible idea. Now confusion on the ice is if we're actually going to get us a resurface or not. Now the teams do, in fact, head to the locker room. So we'll take a break here. Between the second and the third period, Eagles leading this one 3-0 as we go to the third here at the edge, and we'll be back with you in about 5 or 6 minutes or so, hopefully. All right, everybody, here we go. We got ready for the third period. Fresh sheet of ice out here. We took a few minutes. Their teams went to locker rooms. Catch their breath. They'll stretch their legs here for a second. We'll have 15 more to play here at the edge. Eagles leading this one 3-0 on goals from Jack Callison, Mason Carlson, and Gavin Welch. Lumberjacks put on a bit of a press there at the end of the second period. They were trying to get a little bit of momentum, trying to get back into this one. Ice cut perhaps could have killed that flow. Be a blessing for the Eagles. It's still got to clean it up a little bit in front of their own net, but for the most part today, they played it pretty well. Again, we'll go again here at 7 p.m. tonight. We'll take on the Toledo Cherokee down at All Seasons. Tomorrow, right back here at the Edge West Arena versus the Marquette American Legion Wildcats. More finals coming in from the other division. As mentioned, the IceHawks won 3-2 early this morning. And the Merrimack Sharks lose in the final seconds of their opener 5-4. The Afton 14U Prospects defeated the Irish Rovers 14U AA squad 6-2. That was out at Fox Valley. A couple other area team scores. Florida Panthers took down Twin Bridges Lightning 14UA1 team this morning at Center Ice, and the Kirkwood Stars outlasted the Rockford Roadrunners 6-5 in their opener out at Seven Bridges. Ready to go here in the face-off. Won by the Jacks, and they're into the zone deep against Schmidt. He's able to get a piece of it and knock it near side. So everybody underway up here. And there's a few Eagles teams up here as well, though so many divisions, over 500 teams here in the World Invite. We'll be sure getting to all of them. But we'll be sure to get the ones we all know and are hopefully most relevant to us. Do my best to try to get some of those as they come in. Icing on the Eagles. Then I'll bring the face-off down to Clay's left side as Mason Carlson back to the dot for St. Louis. Wins this one back for Kane, wraps it around, for Schmidt, wraps it around to Kane. He'll move it ahead for Callie, but too far and too hard. He'll be icing once more. And we'll try again near side as we crawl our way through the first half minute of the third period here. Back to you, Livy. Down low, intended for Walker, too far, shown far side. Turns that over to Schmidt. Tried to drop it back for Carlson, but he was breaking for the front of the net. Now this one off of Bilger's skates, can't find it. Stone gets it back, but Carlson there to clean it up. He'll take the pass from Bilger out across center. Livy has it. He'll dump it back into his own end. Callison will chase as Bilger and Carlson go for the chain. Beckerly and Welsh on for him. Keep it in the zone. Now Walker kicks it out. Beckerly will pick it up at his own blue line. Far side for Schmidt. Welch try to move it ahead. Puts it in the skates of Vocal. Callison drops it. They can't find it. Now poked into the zone. Kane directs traffic as he picks it up down low behind his own net. Gets it to John Schmidt. Feeds it for Welch. Tried to go through the legs. Comes back to Schmidt. He'll throw that one to the Jack zone. Cross center. Feger fresh on, trying to move it ahead with Stevie. Broken up by Beckerly. Stevie tried to move it around Liebren, but they put it back into the zone. Now Welsh picks it up cross center, just out of his reach. Bancroft able to tap it ahead. Now Liebren gets in behind Beckerly, splits the defense. Still has it in front, shot on. Well, he pulled it with all of his might to the right side and misses it well off the right post. Feger backhands it out of the zone, back to center. Bancroft has it, throws it back in. That'll be icing on the Jacks at 12:55, and the clock continues to run. Now they stop it at 12:54. I'll never understand why people don't use the remote on the time clock. And now rolling again. Already started. And that started well before the puck drop, so we're going to get some shortened game here. Take it. Kept it on the blue line by Schmidt. Bostic, Kristalovich, and McKay on up front as they battle in the zone. Back to the point. Far side, McKay gets it as it breaks free. Try to move it ahead. Didn't get it much on it. Sharp able to pick it up, wraps it around near side as the Jacks try to move it out. Kristalovich able to get a piece of it and keep it in. Now top of the zone. That one off McKay's stick and lands on goal. Holzen's tape. He got around Beckerly. They shoot it in from the blue line. Right back to him. Pulled off to the right by Van Beesbrook. Way wide. Now Kristalovich has a chance. Puts it off the boards for himself. Ooh, just a bit too far. Defense able to pick it up. Pushed away and delay the attack. Schmidt on his backhand throws it in. Wittenberg, Matthews, Maddock, and Carlson out with Matthews. And Presser. Carlson gets the loose puck in his own end. Presser feeds the far side from Matthews off the backhand. That one deflects off a Jack stick and stays in the zone. Moon throws it far side. And that one deflects up into the netting and out of play. As they bleed another 7 seconds off the clock. Switch is much easier to control on the whistles than the button on the board. But we'll take it with a 3-0 lead. Get out of here and get to All Seasons tonight for Game 2. Eagles in, they can't clear it away. Back to Maddock with the Twilidi, and he'll throw it on and swallowed up there by Clay. As the Lumberjacks trying to even up the shots on goal here. Very unofficial on my count. I know I've missed a few probably on both of them. Dominated by the Eagles there for a while. There at the end of the second, Jacks pouring it on, so they've just about come even. Pretty representative, but the Eagles with the number that really matters, and that's 3. Go to the back of the net. Jackson yet to find it. They still control in the Eagles zone. Now Schmidt far side. Feeds it up for Callison. He'll clear it out. Too far for Kristalovich. Tipped in, but now Bilger able to put it up. Intended for Callison. Moon picks that off the center. He's been everywhere today. Throws it in. Tries to beat it for himself. Still in front. Shot on. And Clay there to keep it closed as they try to shove it through him. Howie stands strong in the crease. Keeps it out and keeps it a scoreless game for the Jacks. Now Welsh down to the dot. One back, tied up with Schmidt. Welsh gets it, puts it ahead for Feger. Kipton got Stevie to his right as he gets picked off at the point. Good defense there from the Jacks, but they almost turn it over to Schmidt at the blue line, so it'll trickle all the way down to Clay. Misplays it. Oh, then they miss it in the circle, and misplay by Clay. Get away with it again as the Eagles have gotten away with some mistakes in their own end. Jacks have been unable to convert. Definitely things they're going to want to clean up before this evening as they press into the weekend. Team that plays in the championship will play 7 games in 3 days. 3 of those games will be on Sunday, so in for the long haul, and the Eagles expect to go deep in this one. Hopefully won't be home until late Sunday evening. They're going to bring this one back out of the zone. Stolovich will come on with Fostick and McKay up front. Matthews and Presser stay on defense, and Drew to the dot for the Eagles. He'll go up against Stone. In the zone. Oh, they couldn't quite keep it in there. Tied up, no one could find it. They were fighting each other. Presser had it under his feet, but nobody saw it. Now Lane able to put it in off the glass down low. Fostick chases Bancroft into the corner, picks his pocket. Rink looking to set it up. Ooh, tried to center it up for McKay. Put it between him and Kristalovich. Tipped away, but Presser at the point holds it in. Pushes the man off the puck, still loose, and now flipped up and out. Oh, Moon Coon's going to pick it up at center all alone as he got behind Matthews. Shot on! A big save from Howie Clay. Over to the near side. Foster trying to put it off the boards and out. Stolen again by Moon Coon. He's been all over the place. Tipped on by Stone. Can't get it to fall. Still loose far side. Eagles trying to clear it away. Lots of time to go in the game yet. The Eagles holding the 3-0 lead. Now bodies go down in the corner. That's Matthews and Moon Coon. Eagles get it out to Kristalovich. Brings it in far side. Puts on the brakes. Now spins around. Backhands it into the corner for Foster. Getting it deep as the Eagles change. Pick far side. Has Callis in the middle. Drops it back for John Schmidt on the point. Takes a shot now and into the mid. Center mass on the Lumberjacks netminder. And that'll stop it at 8:23 here in the third period. Mason won the draw. They dropped it back to Bilger, but too far for him. Just into his own end. And Breesbrook hot on his trail, wrapping around for Callison, drops it for Carlson as he gets checked into the boards. Mason brings it in, gets about rattled. Tried to center it up for Kane and just out of his reach. As they tried to hook Kane, he takes a stick with him. They clear it all the way down to Schmidt. John turns around, flips it up, avoids a hit from Miggs. As the Eagles try to reset behind their own net. Kane tips it ahead too far for Carlson. He's got to skate to get to it. Rattle will beat him to the puck, and he'll take it behind his own net. Looks like he thought about putting on the brakes. Instead, puts it off the boards far side and just skips over the stick of Schmidt and out of his own. Bilger up ahead, off the stick. No, they're going to say Kane misplayed. Didn't touch it at all. Icing on the Eagles, and we'll come back near side with 7:29 to go here in this one. Face off one by Wittenberg, back to Beckerly. He'll flip it around for McKay, and out of the zone it goes. Maddock chases him into the zone. Reese goes deep as they wrap it around near side. Wittenberg gets a skate on it to keep it from coming all the way back around and out as Beckerly had to skate up from deep in his own end. Try to keep it in. Ooh, now Schmidt took that one. I don't know if it went off the inside of his wrist or off his collarbone. He just put his hand up. Jack's able to bring it in the zone off that deflection. Whenever it hit, it was bone either place. It's not going to feel great. And Alex is big and tough and recovers, gets it out. Over to Reese, on their side. Maddock hacks at Ellis, now drops back. Wittenberg, top of the slot, shot on, dropped in front. Loose puck swatted away by Ellis. And first shot in a few minutes for the Eagles. Schmidt backs up in his own zone on the point. Jack's trying to put it in. Schmidt able to put the body in the way, trying to move it ahead on his own. That one off a body deflects near side. Puts it up, Sharp. Puts on the brakes, pulls it back, gets it around Beckerly and throws it down low. Schmidt follows Johnson down there, trying to pull it away. Beckerly there to help out, trying to hit it to Feger in the far circle. Kipton drops it for Gavin Welsh, has Stevie behind him. Instead puts it off the boards and around the defender into the corner. Got Jack out front. Welsh will hang on. Now backhanded, put on by Stevie and goes just wide. Through the crease and past the post. Feger trying to feed Welsh. Can't. They got it back to Beckerly. Takes that shot, goes off his shin right back to him. Had a lot of that today. Now through the slot as Welsh was tied up. Shot on by Matthews, deflected by Welsh, goes just wide. Now comes back out top of the zone, but the Jacks blow a tire, bringing it out, turn it over to Feger in the neutral zone. Picks it up. Kipton regains the composure, drops it for Stevie. That shot rolls off the heel of his stick, and now Stone able to bring it out for the Jacks. Got Moon Coon near side as Matthews takes out Stone. They keep it in. Walker trying to center it up. That one off of Presser. Gets it over far side. Stone intercepts, throws it back down low. Now Matthews has it in the corner off the boards for Stevie. Rides the rail back to Roop out of the zone. They're going to say he held it at the blue line. Welsh will go for the change. Kristalovich on for him. Ooh, almost able to pick him up. Cherry picking. Roof able to get in the way of it. Good defense there from the Lumberjacks. Under 5 to go in this one. Eagles with a 3-0 lead on goals from Callison, Carlson, and Welsh. Everybody getting in on the action today. Foster picks it up on his backhand at center. Into the zone they come. Picked off there. Held in by Bilger. Good move there from Sam. Shot on. Oh, it goes just wide. Top side. Right side. Kept in by Fossick. They'll push it back in. Wraps around near side. Moon Poon. Off his body of McKay, and it comes in. They'll try to get it out again. They do. Flip it cross ice, and they'll go the length. There'll be icing as Schmidt won't catch this one. Stop it at 4:18 to go here in the third period. Standings remain unchanged since last weekend. Stings still sit atop of the CSDHL 14U major standings, followed closely by the Hawks and Sabres. Leafs, Glenview Stars, Chargers, and Knights behind them. Jets, Eagles, Express, Blues, Vipers, Falcons round out the divisions. We'll get back to that action after the tournament here in Chicago. Next weekend, the Chargers come to town, 14th and 15th. Game on the 14th changed to All-American from Afton, so game 2 will be an event. Back and forth action here. The Eagles and Jacks play with it between the blue lines, and now the Eagles finally able to get it in and make a change. Down low, they turn it over. Bilger, top of the zone, all alone, puts it off the boards to Callison up front. Feeds it in front, trying to get Carlson there, but Al tried to get a piece of him. Gets a little cross check to the back. Lumberjacks step up, shoot it in off the lower boards. Play there, picks it up. Alex Schmidt near side, makes a move around in front of his own nets. Passes it up for Reese Maddock. Wittenberg and McKay on the ice with Beckerly as they come into the zone. Jacks have it down low. Off the board, picked up by Alex Schmidt, far side. That one poked away by Stone. Wittenberg holds it in at the point, flips it back down low for Maddock. Reese try to feed it out in front for Jackson McKay. Ooh, now off a skate of a Lumberjack defender as Jacks swung and missed, and it almost kicked in by the Lumberjacks past Norris. Lucky to still have that pad down. It would have been another goal for the Eagles tally line. Instead, we'll get a face-off near side at 2:49. One by Wittenberg, back to Beckerly off the stick of Maddock, but they turn it over. Now they try to hit Walker, cherry pick him, but miss him. Schmidt, far side, has 2 on him, puts on the brakes, goes into the corner, ties it up. Beckerly off for Presser. He'll step in. They leave it backside, centering pass to no one. McKay, the only one there, trying to reach Reese up ahead, and just out of his reach, and Wittenberg races to the line but can't beat the puck. Icing on the Eagles. Bring it back down near circle. So yeah, 8:40 puck drop on the 14th. Next Friday night from All-American against the Chargers. We'll do their best to get you a decent vantage point on that one. That one may be a hang over the edge sort of situation. Been there before. Chargers at Fenton. 7:10 on the 15th. And we take on the Sting November 21st, 8:20 out at the Ice Zone. And the Nashville Warriors will come to town in the late added game as Gavin Welsh brings that in, tripped up as he goes to the net. We're going to get our first penalty of the game here as Welsh now goes into the boards, and he is still on the ice, slow to get up, but on his own accord. Gavin went in hard. They'll get the first penalty, a tripping call to number 12, Mr. Walker, and could be just putting off the inevitable. See if the Eagles can get themselves a power play goal here. As minute 30 penalties here in the CCM tournaments. Welsh will go back out with Carlson, Feger, John Schmidt, and Bilger. Get it to Feger near side. Shot on from the circle. Couldn't get it to Carlson. Sharp standing in front of him. Get it back to Mason. Down low. a little bit too far for him. Welsh comes in to help out. Now triple team as Bilger comes in to help. Carlson able to steal away. Now gets taken down. Good move if you're wrestling. They let it all go. Welsh behind the net steals it away. Tied up as Sharp holds the stick. They're just kind of letting things go here. Minute 30 to go. Or excuse me, minute 40 to go. Bounces out front. Still laying loose. Figure trying to put it on. Now they turn it over. 2-on-1 coming up. John Schmidt drifts back. Stone has it. Takes a shot. That one deflects up and off the glass. I think now he got a stick on it there and say it went into the netting out of play. Now a late start on the clock, so a little extra. Oh, I'll leave it out here. Still 48 seconds left on the power play. Kostalovich to the dot. Won by Lumberjacks. They get it past Matthews. He's out there with Stevie. Beckerly and Callison. Eagles is trying to get it out of the zone. Now Kostalovich finally does. Sharp picks it up. Poked free by Callison, but regained by Vokal at his own blue line. Now they throw it ahead far side into the zone. No icing. Kostalovich has it down there. Still 20 seconds left on the man advantage. And a minute left to go in the game. Eagles with a 3-0 lead. Goals from Jack Callison, Mason Carlson, and Gavin Welsh. First two coming in the first period. The second with about 3.5 to go for in the second period. Stevie, top of the zone, throws it back down for Kostalovich. 5 seconds left on the power play. Get it. Far side, Stevie takes a shot, scores just before the penalty expires. 38.3, so we'll be out of the power play. 5-on-5 goal, no counting as a regular strength. Jack Stevie gets in on the action, makes it 4-0 here with 38 seconds left to play in this one. Great effort today here by the boys in blue, and we'll see if they can do the same tonight. They'll be the home team against the Toledo Cherokee. 7 p.m. puck drop, assuming everything's still on schedule by the time we get there down at All Seasons in the blue rink. Maybe hopefully we'll get a change of rink too. It is not going to be fun in that one to see anything unless they're shooting right on your own net. Jack's cleared out. Back to Schmidt. Alex will back up. 15 to go here in this one. Carlson has it behind him. He'll turn around, flip it into the zone. Wraps it around far side. Eagles aren't going to press it. Kane, far side. They're more concerned and content with just feeding it out. I say that, and then they try to feed Mason in front. He gets tied up, and that'll do it. Eagles come in and take care of business. Howie Clay saves all 16 to 20 shots he faced. We'll get an official number for you there. Another shutout for Howie and the boys, and a great 4-0 win for the Eagles here today at the Edge in Bensenville. Again, tonight, 7 o'clock at All Seasons against Toledo. And then we'll be back here at the Edge tomorrow afternoon, 12:55, puck drop against Marquette. Fun one here between the Eagles and the Lumberjacks. Eagles come out on top. 4-0 against Lakeshore, and we'll see you again this evening from Naperville. Until then, everybody enjoy your Friday afternoon. Grab yourself a beer or two, maybe order a pizza, have a seat on the couch, turn it on the game. 7 o'clock from Naperville. We'll see you guys then. Until then, thanks for watching.